do you expect for us to react? Like, not going off, but it's like, hey, I'm not pleased with this.
I'm glad you asked me that on camera. This is my thing with tattoos, especially here. If you learn from me, or you've been around me, you probably have adopted this where, say you want to get a name, right? I draw the name. You may not like my art style. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Art is, opinion.
Right.
So, okay, let's get something that you like. So now we've gone to the drawing board. We've printed you something out. You typed it in. You spelled the name. We placed it. Go look in the mirror. Make sure everything's good. Is that good? You wanted to move it? I said, okay, let's move it. We moved it. After all of that, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So you can.
To say, I don't like this,
Right.
a lot of people don't know how to, let's start speaking up. Because a lot of people don't know how to speak up, like, hey.
And that's not our
this.
fault if you didn't communicate that to us. So it's like, gone are the days where there was one tattoo artist and he was in a fucking biker gang and you was scared out your mind and he was like, sit down and tatted some shit on you and took your $20 and kicked you out. Like, that's not what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of opportunities for you to, one, not get tattooed by this person at all, because there's so many artists now. There's so much, like, for you to find the vibe that matches with you.
That matches your.
Yeah,
right,
and then also to have done your research or to have figured out what it is you personally don't like. So like, I don't think that most of that falls on the artist. Now, if the artist does all that and then puts a stencil on and we agree to it, and then they just do some whole other shit, like, now that was on them. You could get to going off on them. You could do all that stuff. That's my personal opinion.
Right.
Because once we went through all that, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And it happens a lot to where, in my opinion, because like I said, art is opinion. So it's like, in my opinion, this placement on the ankle or some shit like that, it doesn't look as good. But in their opinion, they're like, oh no, it does look good.
This is my vision.
But all that conversation of us talking about it can then kind of sway, and then you leave, and then your mama's like, why is that on your ankle like that? Maybe you should have did it like this.
Right.
And then your girlfriend's like, why is that on you? You know what I'm saying? So like, all of that can start to change your mind, and these things are permanent. So I understand people, like, their minds change, they get upset, whatever. But yeah, I don't feel like, majority of the time, if the artist did their job correctly, I don't think that it lands on them.